Yo guys, what is going on? And welcome to another video. Now today, this is not a preview, this is not a review, this is not a live stream. This is in fact a season review so far. So I'm basically just going to review Borough's season so far, of the points that we've got so far, the position of the table we're in, the games we've played, the games that I feel we should have won, the games that I feel we should have basically got more points from, etc. And whether else I think Borough should be in the table, whether it should be higher or lower. It's all in this review. So this is a review, I suppose. This is a review in a way, but it's more of a season review. So yeah, I've basically got this all written down in front of me right now. I got some facts and figures from the internet, the great internet that it is, and I went and got all them sort of things. I jotted them down in front of me. So you're gonna find out in this video basically where I think Borough should be in the table. We should be done better in the games that we have played and whatnot. I mean, I know we have to adapt from the Premier League back to Championship football, which is maybe why we didn't take off on the right foot, but we're gonna get into it anyway. So basically, I've got the months written down here of August, September, October, November, all written down in front of me with the games we've won, the games, the teams we've played, the points we've got, and the points I feel we should have got from them months. So if you look at August, for example, if you look at August, I've got obviously the games that we played in that month. So win, draws, and lost. We've won 2 in that month, drawn 1, and lost 2. So I'll go through exactly who we beat, lost, and drawn. So we beat at home Sheffield United 1-0 and Burton Albion 2-0. We lost away Wolves 1-0 and Nottingham Forest 2-1, and we drew at home to Preston. Now in that month we got 7 points. Now I remember when the fixtures came out, and I looked at this month and I thought, we're going to take points. We're going to take a lot of points from this month. I remember when it played out, we didn't really take that many. We took 7. Which even though we only played five games, and maybe there's only one team got the better of us, if you look at the point system that way. I wasn't overly impressed with that. I wasn't overly impressed with that month, and I genuinely didn't like the month of August because Borough, for me, I felt we should have done a bit better. We played Premier League last season. We had to adapt. I thought we should have adapted in the summer a bit easier than what we did. And when that came out, I genuinely wrote on social media, "Gonna walk this month." Genuinely, it's come back to bite me. So we haven't walked that month. In fact, we only got 7 points out of that month. I projected us to get 13 points out of that month. And the only team that I thought we would struggle against is Nottingham Forest. So I went for a win against Sheffield United, a win against Burton, a win against Wolves, a win against Preston, and a draw against Forest. That was what I went for, and that never panned out. And in fact, we only got 7 points. So for me, that was a bit of a disappointing month for me. But when you look at the teams that we've got losses against, Nottingham Forest and Wolves, we can see now that Wolves are top of the table. They're killing the league at the minute. They're doing tremendously well. They brought some reinforcements in the summer, and they've worked a treat for them. So you can see, obviously we lost 1-0 to them. Now it doesn't look so badly because they are top of the league. So we lost to a top of the league side. It doesn't look that bad. If they were below us, then it would look bad. But Wolves are doing really, really well. I didn't even have them. I don't think I even have Wolves in my top 6 to finish this season, top 6. But I tell you what, they could win this league. Honestly, I mean, it could be Borough. Obviously, I want Borough to win the league, but by the way it's playing out right now, I can see Wolves honestly going on a run and maybe winning this league seriously and going back to the Premier League. If you look at the month of September next. We played a few games in the month of September. I remember it was a proper crazy month. The month of September, going up and down the country, watching the Borough. We won 2, drawn 3, and lost 1. Not a bad month if we was only losing 1 game. We beat Bolton 3-0. You guys will know because I won my bet. I put a 3-0 bet on Borough 3-0. That's on belonging first goal scorer. It paid out. I had a barrel, obviously. We beat QPR at home in that tight game on that Saturday afternoon. I remember that game well. It was a tough game, but we had to battle through and get the points. We beat them 3-2. We drew away to Fulham 1-1. That late equaliser, I can't pronounce that word. I'm not going to say it. That late goal from Cyrus Christie, right in front of the Borough fans. It was a great bet atmosphere as soon as he scored it. we lost 1-0 at home to Norwich. I really apologise. My throat is going all over this morning. It doesn't want me to record this video, I'm sure. And then we drew at home to Brentford 2-2. And in that month we got 8 points. So you look at August, you look at September. For me, the fan, I was looking at these months thinking, why can't we pick up the points better than what we are? Don't get me wrong, we had 2 wins in that month, but I thought we would have beat the likes of Brentford and Norwich and struggled against Fulham. That's the team that I had written down. So 13 points again, like 13 points from the month of August. I had 13 points from the month of September. I was going to go for a Bolton win, a QPR win, a Norwich win, a Brentford win, and then us 2 maybe just draw with Fulham. That's what I went for. I went 13 points, we got 7. And when I look at that month, I think Norwich at home, that defeat to Norwich at home. I remember coming out of that stadium and just feeling rubbish. Like, I remember I watched that game and truth be told, you know, Fulham played. I mean, Norwich played okay. I mean, the defence was solid. Especially that game. They were solid defensively. We couldn't break through. I remember coming out saying that night and kicking off on Borough Fan TV interview. I remember just fuming because I couldn't understand what was going on with Middlesbrough at that time. Remember, you know, we weren't in the position where we are now. We weren't fifth. We were around 10th and 12th places, and I was freaking out, man. In the end, I was thinking it's only September, but we're not seeing the performances. I know we picked the wins against QPR and Bolton. But until then, you know, I was a bit frustrated. And after the Brentford game, I think I lost it completely because I was thinking, Brentford, you know, we've got to be beating teams around you, and they're the teams that are around us at that time. So I predicted 13 points. We only got 7. So as you can imagine, going to the month of October, I wasn't feeling too good. So in the month of October, we won 1. We won 2, drawn 1, lost 1. Positive. That's a positive. We won more games than what we drawn or lost. And we look at that month. We drew to Barnsley 2-2. Now, if you haven't seen my Borough Fan TV interview where I was a snap against the, go over there and check it out, man. I'm sure you'll have a laugh because I certainly wasn't laughing after that match. Put it that way. So we drew to Barnsley 2-2. We lost to Cardiff 1-0. A Adama Traore, the stupid slide tackle to give away the penalty, cost us the game. Beat Reading 2-0. We beat Hull 3-1. We've got 7 points again. So we've got 7 points at the minute. We've got 7 points in August, 8 points in September, 7 points in October. And I projected us to get 12 points. I actually went for us to beat every single team in the month of October because I honestly thought we could have done, regardless of where Cardiff were in the table. I honestly thought even that game, I didn't think they were great. I didn't think they were fantastic, Cardiff. I thought, you know, if we would have stepped up our game a little bit in the last 10 minutes or whatever, we could have got the win. Adama Traore, come on, the fans were asking for him. We give away the penalty. It cost us the 3 points. And in that month, we drew to Barnsley 2-2, as I've just stated. We lost to Cardiff 1-0. Beat Reading 2-0 and beat Hull 3-1. Now, the Hull 3-1 and the Reading 2-0, the Reading 2-0 for me was when I thought this could be a turn in the season because as we can know, they went to Derby the following week and beat Derby at Derby 4-2. So it shows you how well we actually played against Reading that afternoon. Now, after we beat Reading, I had to come out of the stadium, I felt positive. I thought to myself, that could be our, that is our turn in the season. And then we went to Hull and I thought, if we beat Hull, then I believe then it could be a turn in Borough's season, there and then. Against Hull. We went to Hull and we played Hull off the park. Obviously, they got a goal back. Pretty brilliant goal, to be honest with you. It was a fantastic strike. But that's all they did, was that goal. And after that game, I thought, nah, I feel it now. I'm feeling like it's a turn in the season. And after meeting the players afterwards, the game, all the players come over. Gary Monk was positive, and I felt like, you know, it felt like a real like togetherness, together with the team. As soon as we went out of the stadium, everyone was smiling, everyone was chuffed, 2 back-to-back wins. And as we know, we went to the month of November. Played the Derby against Sunderland, and we beat them for yet the 4th time. I know I put the 3rd time in my video, but someone reminded me it was the 4th time, but I wasn't counting the League Cup, so if we count the League Cup, that makes it 4. I was only being nicely counting the league. But yeah, I mean, we beat Sunderland. Now, what have I predicted in the month of November? I predicted 10 points, being that we beat Derby, Birmingham and Sunderland, which we already have beat Sunderland, and that we draw against Leeds. Now, Leeds are in a bit of a crisis. We're seeing this at the minute with their manager. They're in a bit of a crisis, but Leeds, they're a hard team to beat. Honestly, when we play them, I've never seen us win at Ellen Road. Ever. Obviously, I know we have won there, but when I've been there, we've never actually won there. At home, we always seem to do Leeds over. I remember the time we beat them 3-0 a few seasons back. I was on TV for celebrating, and I remember it was a great game, but at their place, it was 0-0. They're a good team at home, Leeds, and they can't be underestimated. As simple as that. It won't be an easy game, this Leeds game, and I'm glad, it's 2 weeks off. The lads can get on the training pitch and really knuckle down. I know there's a few players away. Randolph, Christie are away. So I think Braithwaite's away as well. But the players that are there can hopefully, sort themselves out ready for this game. Because this is a derby in a way. People call it Borough Leeds is a derby, apparently. That's what people say. So if that's right, then, we have to be on it. We have to be focused. And we have to go there and get the win. Especially with them having a crisis with the manager. Who knows what the kind of atmosphere is between the Leeds fans and the manager. We're going to go there positive. We have 3 wins on the bounce. We're going there with positive. If we get 4th win on the bounce and beat Birmingham, beat Derby, then we're real contenders in this division. People can't look at Middlesbrough and say, this team isn't doing very well. We should be able to beat these because we would have been flipping loads of wins on the bounce. Teams will then fear us. We're gonna have to make this place behind me a fortress again. Simple as. Like it was in the Championship, we have to make it a fortress again. We have to start beating teams at home, and then even if we beat teams at home and get the points away, happy days. So. Borough currently sit 5th, as I've stated. They sit on 26 points at the minute. Now, if Borough would have got the points that I projected us to get from each month, we would have been first on 48 points. That's what we would have been on. If Borough would have gone and got the results that I thought we would have got, we would have been absolutely flying in this league now. Wolves are only 9 points above Middlesbrough. No, 3 more wins. We can get them. We could get them now. If we beat Leeds, Birmingham, Derby, we could be up to that standard. Big give and take that Wolves lose some and win some. But I personally don't see Wolves getting stopped at any time soon. I think Borough v Wolves, if Borough are second and then Wolves will play each other, I think that'd be a great game at our place. But I don't see Wolves getting stopped at any time soon, honestly. I don't see it happening. But yeah, so that's where Borough would have been. If they would have got the points that I said we would have got, we would have been killing the league. We would have been first now, and as Steve Gibson said, we would have been smashing the league. But I'm sure more results will come. There's a lot of positives to take from this season so far. Do you know what I mean? We are fifth. We are in a playoff spot. That's a positive. The only positive being that if we stay in the playoff spot and we go to Wembley, we're not all confident that we will obviously win at Wembley. But we have to be positive. Gary Monk's got the team playing the way he wants them to play. We're happy as fans now. We're starting to see the results, the positivity around the area again. On a match day so far, people are happy again. People want to go and watch a Borough, whereas before, people didn't want to go spend their money on the team because the team wasn't getting results. Whereas now we are. We're fifth. We're getting the results in. A tough game coming up. I think it's a sellout as well. Leeds away. I'm pretty sure it's a sellout. It'd be a cracking atmosphere in the Borough end. I don't know how it's going to look in the Leeds end because obviously they're in a bit of trouble with their manager. So we don't know, as Borough fans, what the atmosphere would be like. We don't care what their atmosphere is like. We're Borough, man. We want to make sure that we outsing them the whole game. No doubt we will. I'm not just saying we are probably one of the best fan bases in the country in the Championship. Sure, other teams out there will say they do, but you look at us, man. We do, man. Look at Bournemouth away. That's all I've got to say. Look at Bournemouth away on Tuesday night. I did the trip. It was about 14-hour round trip, and we sold it out. So not many teams will go 14-hour round trip and sell out the away ends. You know what I mean? So it's one of them for me. But Leeds coming up. I predicted a draw there. Just purely because it's a hard game. Even though Leeds have kind of slipped down the table now to 10th, if they get a win, trust me, they can go straight back up to where we are. That's how tight this table is. It's Championship is such a hard league to get out of. But we have to make sure that we're determined to get out of it. We have to make sure that we're doing exactly what we're doing. And let's get behind the boys every single game. And I think if we keep getting behind the lads every single game, then that will then reflect on the pitch, and we will start seeing the results. There's a lot of great games coming up. The month of December looks fantastic with the fixtures, but we have to focus on our next opponent, which is Leeds. Listen, we beat them Palmos all around, man. I had one in a few weeks, you know what I mean? I haven't had a Palmos out of weeks, man, because there hasn't been no games on, so hopefully we beat Leeds, and hopefully we can have one. I'm back at the gym as well, so hopefully we can just have our cheat night and have one after the Leeds game. But listen, if you're going to Leeds, let me know in the comments. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it, man. This has been the season review so far of Middlesbrough season. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've had a lot of fun making it. But yeah, let's get behind the boys, and let's try and push us to victory against Leeds. I'll see you guys at Leeds if you're going. If not, we'll see you at Birmingham. You guys take care. Have a good rest of your Friday. It's Friday, man. It's party time. You guys take care. I'll see you again soon. Up the butter.